Hello everybody, today is Thanksgiving, so I want to tell you a true miraculous Thanksgiving turkey story. In 1990, Susan told me, Bill, this is our third Thanksgiving, so I want you to buy a turkey, because in America we eat turkey on Thanksgiving. In England they eat it on Christmas. We eat it on Thanksgiving. I have no idea why, because I don't think turkey tastes that good. But she said, go find a turkey. I said, Sue, I've already asked. Everybody says there aren't any turkeys in Xiamen. She said, well, go look for one. So I went to a market and I said, do you have huoji? And they said, yeah, we have huoji. I said, not a lighter. Do you have huoji? Well, they think I'm saying live chickens. Yeah, we have live chickens. They're live. I said, no, not that kind of huoji. I went to huoji. Do you have? Well, they laughed. Ha 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 ha! He wants a turkey. Xiamen has no turkeys. I said, nowhere? They said, nowhere. So I asked Xiamen government. I asked Shada Foreign Affairs. No turkeys in Xiamen. So I went home. I said, Sue, they don't have any turkeys in Xiamen. See, they must have turkeys in Xiamen. I was born and raised in Taiwan. That's just 100 miles from here. And they had turkeys. I said, Sue, this isn't Taiwan. She said, don't teach me geography, Bill. Go find a turkey. So at that time, foreigners couldn't just ride a bicycle anywhere. We couldn't go to the beach or in the mountains because the military was everywhere. But Foreign Affairs Xiamen rode a bicycle with me, and I rode through the countryside, and I went several kilometers, and every few hundred meters I'd stop and go. Xiamen looked really buhaiza. People stared at us. He was like, oh, I don't know this guy. But finally, after maybe 2 or 3 kilometers, I heard in the distance, wow. Xiamen also, wow. So I went, and it was nearer and nearer. Finally, we found out that some of the Xiamen farmers still raise turkeys, because in the 1960s they raised turkeys to export to England for Christmas. New Channel's David Symington just shared a video about that. So I asked the farmer, could you sell me one? He said, no, I raise these for myself. I like turkeys, so every year I raise a couple for myself. And Xiamen said to him, this foreigner's wife is really strict. If you don't sell him a turkey, he won't dare go back home. The farmer laughed. Ha ha ha, he's cheap by Yan Henpek. So he sold me a turkey. I tied it up in my bicycle basket, and very proudly I rode home on my bicycle with the turkey in my bicycle basket going, and I got to Xiamen University gate, and the gate guard said, wow, you are great, you found the turkey. And I got home, and I was holding the turkey in one hand, and I knocked on the door with the other, just imagining Susan Marie Brown will open the door and say, oh, Bill, you are so great. What did she do? I said, Sue, I found the turkey. And she said, I told you they had them. But that's okay. For her, I would have ridden a bicycle around the island. I would have swam to Taiwan if I could have found her a turkey. So happy Thanksgiving today, and I hope that we are all grateful and thankful all 365 days of the year.